everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are talking about the trending video. A lot of you have heard about this. Maybe some of you have even seen it. This is the video, the viral video of Mwaka Halwindi. But today, I have a good friend of mine, and he is a podcaster and he's a great interviewer, and he's not only all those things I've mentioned, he is a great comedian too. Like, he's
Hey,
got a great sense of humor. This is no other than Lukun Kamulenga. Lukun Kamulenga, also
yeah,
known as Z now, is joining me. Welcome, Lukunka.
pleasure to be here for sure. I appreciate it.
There we go.
I
Yeah.
didn't know I was a comedian.
Well, now you know, right?
Yeah, well, I'll take that.
It's important for us to mention that this is not gossip. This is something that has gone viral.
Mhm.
Everyone has heard about it. Like I mentioned, if you haven't seen it, you have probably heard about it. And we are not here to bash our girl, Mwaka Halwindi. We are just here to see, we might not fully understand really everything that went on, but
For
however,
sure.
we want to look at this video with an eye where we are going to look for some lessons that we can learn from the consequences of what has happened and her arrest and everything. So that's what we are going to talk about here. And we are doing this especially for our young ladies, our
Mhm.
young women, because it's very important that they know about all these things. You know that a lot of young women are inspired by these celebrities or socialites or influencers, but we are just going to talk about what it is that they are influenced about. Is it the lifestyle? Is it whatever they are doing, and all that? So let's get into the video and unpack this. So, Lukunka, I saw you made a video
Yeah,
about, you have talked about the whole situation, the whole thing when it just happened. What did you think about that? When
yeah. So, you know, it's insane because me being on this side as a guy, right?
Mhm.
Uh, you get a lot of girls in your DMs. I get a lot of girls in my DM, and even in the past, it's something that I constantly had to keep shutting down. So a lot of these girls would just come in your inbox and they offer their nudes, just for free. And so here I
Oh,
am
really?
thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, can you imagine if I just decided to expose this girl and just post it on, on Facebook? There's one incident which I had, I think that was 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been that long. This girl was heavy in my DM. I was on Facebook Live and she's inboxing me, coming from a Facebook Live as I was talking about, you know, I think I don't know whose viral video that was. As I was talking about that. It's a girl from Zambia. She was in my inbox on WhatsApp messaging me her nudes, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, this is
Really?
crazy. Yeah, and then she started video calling me, and this girl was naked. I swear, can't make this up. I'm telling you can't
Oh,
make this up.
oh no,
So
she didn't.
ah, these girls, I'm telling you, these girls are wild. When I see a girl like a Mwaka, for instance, I am looking at somebody who, you look at different videos that they have, and then you look at the career that somebody has, all these corporate endorsements. Yeah, but twice church, twice pama. Hmm?
Yeah. Now it's interesting
Hey,
that you mentioned that.
yeah.
Now, why do you think, or what do you think is driving those girls to do all that despite all the things that they have going? For
Yeah, so
example, like Mwaka, the person that we are talking about.
they look at the lifestyle that they can have. So, you know, if I'm a dude, it's all about them, the dollars. If I have all this money, you know what I mean? Like, it's insane. They look at all this money that a man has. So they think it to themselves, well, how can I get a portion of this? if I don't really need to work, and then I can just be taken care of by, selling my body or parts of my body. I mean, why not?
And
You know, this,
now, like that could be one thing, right? But then we are talking specifically about this Mwaka girl who has a lot of things going on. Like she's talented, she's got endorsements, uh, uh, just she's an actress. All those things, she's
but wait,
making money
but let's
off of
okay,
that.
but let's be honest. How many talented people do we have in Zambia? Let's just say Zambia by itself. How many talented people do we have? There's a lot. So
There's
then,
a lot.
if you think
Oh,
about it,
so yeah, so I'm sure you mean that they are doing all those things to get to the top.
exactly,
Okay, okay, that makes
you
sense
know,
now. Yeah,
because it's like, I mean, how many other dancers do we have? How many men, talented men, do we have in Zambia as well? How many
a
talented
lot.
women do we have?
Yeah,
But
a
then you
lot.
don't see those guys who do dancing, like the ghetto boys, for instance. You don't see them at the same level, but they do more work when it
Yeah,
comes to dancing than a girl like Mwaka, you know what I mean? And then, they are not over there getting corporate endorsements like representing
yeah.
Coca-Cola and
I
all
I
these
get
other
your
brands.
point. I get your point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Wow.
then she's also a girl, and she's a
Yeah,
good-looking young girl. So most of these, unfortunately, these midalas, who are in
yeah,
these positions, they don't care if they cheat on the wife. But then when you have a girl like Mwaga who's promiscuous and she's more attracted to the lifestyle than living
yeah.
right,
Just throwing herself to them.
why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But another thing that I was thinking is
Hmm.
how the whole moral thing has been corrupted
Yeah.
because right now the society has normalized not like they look at you if you are a virgin they look at you as you are not normal,
Hmm.
so people are going out with those doing all those things and then recording them because they also want to have receipts like even me ndachitika, that kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's so sad, it's so sad. This is the reason why we are talking about this, because uh maybe just one or two people, one or two women will hear this, will see this video, and then like start thinking that they are normal, or by keeping themselves, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So
Go
those
ahead, go ahead. Let's
you
share
know
the joke, let's laugh together.
okay, so like those there's the times in Zambia we have some of those people about when it's time when the full moon comes out, nisha watampokuse mukaka.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I feel like in Zambia every year kuna that chilasemuka somebody has to go viral. So this time
Eh,
around that
yeah, yeah.
that demon
And
landed on Mwaka. So I wonder, like, do these girls ever learn?
no, I think their priorities are so wrong. They are
Yeah.
so misplaced. They they want the 15 minutes of fame, and so they are willing to do anything just because they want to be, have that
Uh,
viral
do,
video,
do you really
that
think
kind
she
of thing.
wanted? Do you really think she wanted those videos to be out?
You know what? I was actually going to ask you the same question. Like, do you think that that leaked video was like a blackmail, or like a betrayal, or like that kind of thing? Yeah,
That's a very great question. I think the only way that we're going to find out is if whenever that comes out for real.
yeah.
Because I yeah, like I'm confused. Like I just don't know. Like I really don't know. Like I don't know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very weird. Other people that have done such kind of videos, there they are. Some are doing business, some are guys, and
Yeah.
you know there is one particular guy. He sells clothes and he has a very big brand. He was involved in a sex tape as well back in the day, and now he's a huge social media influencer. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm pretty sure people know him when I just say he sells clothes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you
I
know,
think I have an idea because I think I heard vaguely about something like that.
yeah, So, and the thing is, I can't just put it on Mwaka though. We have a Kazadi who is involved as well.
Yeah,
Plus seven other men. Yo, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what
yeah.
the Bible is very clear. See, when, hmm, but I don't know. Isn't that sky whatever? What was
Sky
the thing?
Girls.
Sky Girls?
Sky Girls. Yeah.
Are they more like a Christian group or like what?
It's a community. They I don't want to say it's a Christian group or like
Yeah.
Christian community, but it's I guess they bring the girls together and they groom them in a way where like you have seen one of the shows that they hold, right? Tikula. I think
So
Tikula.
the only time I got to see Sky Girls is exactly after you told me about it that she was a part of it. That's when
Yeah.
I had interest to go and watch. But
So as far as I know, because I used to drop my daughters there, and one time it's just that I left the magazine in Zambia.
mhm,
They actually featured in the magazine my kids, my
yeah.
daughters, my girls. Yeah. So like they write stories, write ups about the inspiration stories actually, and as far as I know, they want to groom the girls to stay away from bad influence, to stay away from smoking, to stay away from just bad things. So it's a community where young girls they come, they hang out together, and they do all those things, and then they even groom them. Like they prepare them to enter into a world like the world where you are even influencing like Mwaka. I really think that maybe I could be wrong. Perhaps Mwaka even started the influencing from there. So really, that's what they talk about, as far as I know.
So because now I'm thinking about it, you got a whole bunch of girls in one setting. Are they having these conversations under supervision? Are they? Because now I'm thinking about, so how many of these girls were influenced by Mwaka's bad behavior?
Yeah, that's a thing. It's unlikely that they're having those conversations under supervision. Yeah,
And they are having conversations under supervision.
no, yeah, they are not
Yeah,
having. Yeah,
exactly. Because then now, Mwaka didn't just learn that by herself. I know for a fact this is something that was passed down onto her. You know,
yeah, yeah,
so but I'm not gonna say she got that from Sky Girls. I'm just saying she learned that from someone for sure.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, but then I'm now worried about the other girls that she had to interact with at Sky Girls. What is it that she's telling these
yeah.
girls?
I
Because
know,
she
and
has two sides to her.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure you have looked at the comment section of any of our videos, like how the young ladies, the young girls are so inspired by her. When I grow up, I just want to be like Mwaka. I just want to be like this. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
so
so then, what did she learn at Sky Girls? Because if they're teaching them to be one way, so Sky Girls, here they are. They are this organization which is supposed to be mentoring girls to
yeah,
be, morally ground. There is
hmm,
nothing about the way that Mwaka was dressed and dressing which can
yeah,
show me that this is somebody who is worthy of being an influence. She only got cut after this whole, sex steps thing went out.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
see how she's been dressing and portraying herself on social media. Like
I
really,
know, I know.
like so
This is why.
nobody at
This is
Sky
why.
Girl has the right mind to see that this girl is a sugar baby. She's out here sleeping around and portraying herself as, I don't know. I don't even want to say the word prostitute, but it comes very close to that. Like I can tell from a mile away just
Yeah,
by
yeah,
looking at that.
let's face it. If something walks like a duck, probably it is a duck. You see what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah,
So Sky Girls, they need some internal review because they
yeah,
kept her as a brand ambassador for some time.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Just need to look into what their children are learning at Sky Girls.
Yeah. So another question that I was going to ask is, I know, like, allegedly, the father is warning anybody that's circulating any of those videos, like if they are circulating part of
Oh,
any of those videos, that they would sue them, they take them to court. What would you say about that?
I would like to have a conversation with the dad.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, anyways, from my own perspective, it's like that's not short of a losing battle, because this
No,
video, once it's out there, you lose control over it. And I
100%.
actually saw a Nigerian lady that reacted to this video. I'm like, it's even it's not even just localized to Zambia. It's all over. So
Yeah, and
it's
you know
a
what's crazy? My
uh,
wife, all the way here in America, she, once Mwaka was cut and Sky Girls had posted about that, my wife showed me to say, "Hey, I seen this Mwaka girl that you made a video about. Something popped up on my notification that, or on my feed on Facebook that she was released from the Sky Girls." And she was like, "Huh, that's weird." You know, so
yeah,
all the way in America, she was
yeah,
trending.
yeah,
This is
and
on a
that's
page that my wife doesn't follow. She didn't even know what that page was, and then all of a sudden, Mwaka had popped up.
and
So
that's a sad way to go viral. That's
it
a
is a sad
sad
way
way.
to go viral. So if you're gonna have a dad, and allegedly, if it's the dad threatening people, it's like, bruh, you need to put your house in order.
Yeah, yeah.
That should be the least of the worries. In fact, he should be the first one to say, you know what, I do apologize to everyone.
To the
Everyone.
world, to the country. Yeah,
Yeah. But I'm still not gonna be just sticking on Mwaka because she is just one of the culprits in here. We have to give it a fair shot at everybody else and a fair call out. So there is David Kazadi as well. And then there
yeah,
is another third person. So there is three people right now that have been arrested.
yeah. So I know you mentioned David Kazadi, who was recently arrested in connection with that video. So, like, did they like, have you heard anything about what did they charge him with?
It's actually on the I saw it on Kalemba. Actually, you know what? We're technologically advanced here. Let's see. Let's pull it up right now. Let's pull it up. Okay. So all of them got charged with something here. Let me see. It was interesting. Okay. Police spokesperson confirmed in a statement Kazadi and Mwaka have officially been charged. According to Hamonga Muzandu, I don't know who this Muzando is. I think this is the third person, has been charged with one count of conveying or exporting obscene matters or things contrary to Section 117 of the laws of Zambia. Investigators reportedly found that Ruby is another girl here, played a key role in circulating the deep throat. Kalemba is crazy. The deep throating video in which Mwaka almost swallows the male reproductive eggs.
Okay, that's funny. That's
Okay. Whoever writes whoever writes on Kaleva is crazy.
yeah,
So Kazadi sent the video to Ruby using WhatsApp View Once, featuring View Once feature, thinking it would prevent her from keeping it or circulating it. So then
yeah,
Ruby recorded the video with another device and then shared it with others. Ah, I see.
yeah.
So the
That's
court accused Mwaka. is charged with 2 counts of producing obscene content likely to corrupt morals. And then David Kazadi has also been charged with, producing as well, and then circulating the footages as well. So that's what they are
Yeah.
facing.
There's a lot of factors when it comes to arresting someone. Two people or three people might commit the similar crime, but
Yeah,
then one is arrested and then the other one is not arrested just yet.
yeah.
It doesn't mean that that person is never going to be arrested. It just means that perhaps they didn't have enough evidence to arrest that person, or this person may be on the run, is hiding away from the police. Mhm.
So when you have more than just one video, so Kazadi is in one video, we see, at least from what we know. Now there could be multiple videos. Maybe he was in the other ones too. But there is other people, other videos where Mwaka is still there. So that's just
Yeah.
more than one
So
video.
she's a common denominator.
Well, she is the common denominator.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mwaka was the common denominator. As far as we know, Kazadi was in one video, but then Mwaka is in like 7 videos. So it's like, oh,
Oh
okay.
wow.
If
She's
recording,
busy.
yeah, like if recording videos is a crime as stipulated here in the charges that they've slapped them with, so then that means Mwaka should have been arrested right from the beginning alongside with Kazadi, because she's in there, she's in those videos, and she's a willing participant. She's looking in the camera. She's happy to be there. My God, she loves to be there. You know,
Really?
so you can tell this is not somebody who's being forced to do this. They're producing. So she should have been arrested alongside Kazadi the first time they arrested them. So
Yeah.
I think, he was treated unfairly. The fact that they started, pushing him around, and then he bonded out, like he was out in Lusaka on bail. The next thing
Yeah,
you know, they
but
arrest him again in Livingston.
at the same time, I feel that we don't know everything that's going on behind the scene. Like the police won't come, or the law enforcement will not come and announce to us that, oh, that person is arrested because of this and that, and that person is not arrested because of this and that. Like we just have to let law take its course.
I
Ah,
so
does
I
that make sense?
I I agree with you, but then at the same time, when we look at what they've done before,
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna bring up her name because she doesn't want to be associated with this anymore.
yeah,
So, I'll just say the first lady to ever do this,
yeah.
she was arrested and she did some time alongside with the guy, because they produced that. The fact that they recorded that content together was the reason she was arrested, almost immediately as well.
Mhm.
And that was actually what the minister's daughter. And then we have seen with the other one who was involved with the musician. I don't know if she ever faced consequences. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. So, you know what I mean? So they've been very constant. They've been very constant in how they've done the operation. So it's like, I mean, why is this girl not, why is she not in police custody at this point?
From my point of view, I think that we might not know everything that's going on because, I mean, you look at this, how come, well, like after a few weeks or a month, she was finally arrested?
Hmm.
There's a lot of factors that could have played, like in this thing. So, like, instead of making our conclusions, like we just let the law take its course, that kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
have seen the law as well sometimes. If you don't apply pressure on the law, there's a lot of things that they just forget about. For sure.
Right. Yeah, so we live in this imperfect world, and so a crap like that do happen.
And that's why, we also be amplifying our voices. People will laugh at us and say, oh, you guys, the social media influencers, the blogger, which I'm not a blogger at all. But,
Yeah.
people just put us in the same category with the bloggers. But anyways, that's why whenever we speak, people just be thinking, oh, it's just for content. But it's like, you guys are too naive to understand what really be happening.
Yeah.
This would be you next time. And guess
Yeah.
what? When that happens to you and you being treated unfairly, we're gonna keep quiet. We're not gonna bring up your name. We just let them treat you bad.
I'm actually excited when you say you are going to do the video about the Sky Girls. Like, we are not saying the Sky Girls is the reason why Mwaka did whatever she did. However, they need to close some holes that are exposing the girls that they have to like a lot of bad influence. Yeah, so we were talking about David Kazadi and the other gentlemen that have surfaced, like, like in the mix, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I really think that they men also have to be talked to. Like, there's just because I assume that David Kazadi is older than Mwaka. Like,
Oh yeah,
how
for
does
sure.
an older man allow a young girl to record their private moments, that kind of thing?
Well, what if it's him who wanted to record?
Well, again, we don't know
Because
because we don't know.
David Kazadi is the one who's I mean, he's a film producer. I mean, like, he's a producer. He does films, and before he was offered a job, well, he was offered a deal by a pornography company to do porn for like £5 million. That's what he said. That's on
Really?
he posted it on Facebook. Yeah, whenever he was back home, and then oh, I don't know, whenever he was in, is it, let's just say Britain, because I don't know if he was London or whatever. And
Yeah,
he said he turned it
Britain.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
said he turned it down only to come to Zambia to
Do
record for
you
free.
see, Lukunka? Now, do you see the reason why I said what I said on the onset? Like, sometimes we do not understand reason why this person they committed the similar crime, right? But
Mhm.
then one person is arrested, the other one has not yet been arrested because we don't know whatever is going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like you have said, the because the guy is a film producer and there's a possibility that he was practicing his production. Well, yeah, he was ironing out the wrinkles on his production. Like, okay, when I start producing that kind of content,
I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys actually have videos out there on the internet, like
yeah.
OnlyFans. I wouldn't be surprised.
And then, so at the same time, in the same vein, as we have seen Mwaka surfacing in videos with different men where she's doing her thing, what if she was telling those videos to Kazadi, right?
Now that would be messed up. Can you imagine?
I know it was.
Oh yeah, that would be messed up. Like, you
I
getting
know.
down with other dudes, and then, oh yeah, that would be messed up for sure. Oof.
Because, okay, so these other videos, who leaked them?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
That's a great
because
question.
because I just don't see one video leaking is one thing, but then a bunch of them leaking is quite another. Because
Guess what?
you,
That one video was the genesis for sure of everything.
yes, yes.
So other
So
people would definitely be arrested. So like we have seen, there's a third person, and I know there is a report that there is three more people that they're looking for, like three more guys.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So who's leaking them out? That's what I want to know.
co-conspirators. Uh, all I know is that Mwaka's page, she's gained a lot of followers on Facebook.
Uh
I
huh.
know her Instagram has gone up, her TikTok is gonna go up,
Yeah.
and the way things look in Zambia, she's gonna come back with like, I don't know what that's gonna do for her mentally, or Kazadi on them, but hopefully they gonna have some lessons learned.
Yes, there's people like Kim Kardashian who had the compromising video leaked out, and then she has never stopped going to the top. Like, she is ever, she's become a millionaire, if not a billionaire. right?
Right.
But then there's other people that was the end of their career,
Right.
right? Like one thing can spiral out of control such that even the talent that you had, the natural talent, would just go to ashes because of the same compromising thing.
I agree. And
Yeah,
to add on to that, I like what Simon Moore said. He said they should let women police officers handle Mwaka, because if they
yeah.
let the male police officers there,
Yeah, I know because men are going to be biased because they'll be like, okay, do whatever you did to that guy,
and
do to
then
us.
these guys are gonna be like, we are even going to speak for you at the judge. We'll get you out.
Yeah, that's a good one. I definitely see that happening because there's men that are so corrupt in their brain. Like really, Mwaka is not married. She has no business doing that, let
Yeah,
alone recording. Like she has no business.
yeah, Ben goes to the future husband. I just don't know who's gonna be able to marry that girl. It's
Yeah, but like you really don't understand the brain of a man. You don't.
oh, they better be a foreigner who
Uh
has no idea what this girl has been through. Because I know the one girl, she's still not married. She's a celebrity, she's an influencer. And I guarantee you, she just runs around and people sleep with her. That's about it. I just that's just too much damage. If you marry, you're a Zambian, you marry Mwaka, everybody knows who she is.
But do
You
you
become a
also
laughing stock.
know that there is also a Zambian socialite in Lusaka? One of the videos, like it wasn't in a compromising situation. It was. You probably know that video that I'm talking about. Like she was working as a sex worker,
Hmm.
like there's no secret about that. And forgive me, I'm not shaming her or anything, but you obviously know all about this girl. Yeah, so she was at this certain hotel and she had a client. This client, a Muzungu guy, like they did whatever they did, and then afterwards I guess they
The guy didn't pay.
the guy was either was not bullying her or didn't pay at all.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, like, she was upset about that. She was like, "You're gonna give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my lobola."
No, so but see, that's the thing though.
But
We
yeah,
have
but before I lose my train of thoughts,
yeah,
she is actually married now.
guy is not Zambian.
I guess but he's probably heard about it because even like she was on a podcast, an interview where she was telling about the things that they used to do, like even licking the back end of a man, like like it was crazy.
But that's a difference. The guy is not Zambian still.
It's not
You
Zambian,
know what I mean?
but he's still a human being, and a
Yes,
human being
that's
is only
true.
human being.
That's true. But when you're not attached to a place, if you have no attachments, no feelings, nobody knows you, like barely, what I mean? You can have people that are associated with you that you
Yeah.
meet, but if you haven't grown up around these people, your family is not here and all that stuff, the way that something is going to impact you versus if you grew up around this place, around your own people as a guy, it's a little bit different,
Yeah,
you
but you
know?
know what? Just on that, like what you are saying, the Mwaka Halundi's video has gone globally. Like you said, your wife in America. So like the Sky Girl has asked her and things like that. But I also saw another video by like she is into reaction videos. She was talking about the incident, everything, and all that, and this girl is like from Nigeria, so you can't say like people don't see it just because it's only happening in Zambia. Like whatever incident only happened in Zambia, right?
Yeah.
It with these things that like digital world, oh my goodness, do not kid yourself. Like
Yeah, for sure.
things,
Like you're gonna trend everywhere.
yeah.
I agree with you. You're gonna trend everywhere. But the fact that this guy did we even see the guy that the other girl is married to?
Yeah, yes. I guess they posted, and yeah, he looked like. But this time, in these days, you don't know where someone is really from,
But he looked like somebody named could be Oduwa.
from their outfits, because
Yeah.
people are wearing every outfit, like even from or another country. Yeah. So, but this guy was wearing something that looked like he was from West Africa or something.
Yeah,
So, yeah, there
for
could be a
sure.
chance that he's from there.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. Like, once again, that's just the difference in that. So if somebody comes from a country where the population is so vast, and they are moving to a place where nobody knows them barely, I couldn't care less so much. I mean, it's just so hard to care so much about like what somebody had went through. It's very different if things are unfolding in a place and then you find it, like you are right there when things are happening and everybody's talking about it as it's trending. You are right there. It's what I mean. You
Yeah.
you are able to see like, oh, this is what's happening, versus somebody who comes in and say, oh, this person has a past. They did this before, and what I mean, like it's kind of already gone. They already
Yeah.
have moved past that. Maybe they've changed or whatever, depending on whatever state of mind in life you find them at. Versus when things are happening, and then you are right there when things are happening. Like this person is going viral, and you're right there.
And
I'm just saying, if they're interested in marrying you, then you're also interested in marrying them.
yeah.
So maybe they both have a past. Maybe they don't. I'm just saying,
Yeah, you know what? You've got a point. That's a good point.
good
They,
birds of the same feather flock together,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
kind of.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you can also
So,
find a prophet in the Bible who was taught to go and marry a prostitute. I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So, like for those parents with the Sky Girls, that have girls in the Sky Girls, what would the advice be to them? Or like what would you say to the young women that are looking at this situation and inspired by these so-called celebrities or socialites or influencers? What would be your advice for them?
My, so I stand by this one rule, and it's so amazing that it's helped me a lot, even just growing up.
Yeah.
I never ever used to look at celebrities and say, well, maybe only one celebrity did I like. But even in that, I never used to look at him and say, I'm going to be exactly like him and everything that he does. No, I was inspired by the greatness, and that's Michael Jackson. But I
Yeah.
never at any point say, I want to be like Michael Jackson now. I just was inspired by the greatness and the work ethic that he had. I believe your heroes, your superheroes, your inspiration need to come from, within the community, and also from inside your home. So,
Yeah.
like for me growing up, most of the inspiration that we used to have was at church. There was a lot of men that I looked up to, that I used to learn from, that we used to sit down, under their wings, and we get inspired from and mentored. These parents, it's one thing you take your children to Sky Girls. There is nothing wrong with that. Having extracurriculum, things going on for your children. There is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and
But
that's
the problem,
social networking where you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
the problem comes in if that's all your children have.
Yeah.
If you take your responsibility of raising your own children and then you take them to a social networking, club, and this is where they are finding or raising each other, now you're gonna have a problem because you're still not instilling morals. Just because you pay money for your child to be somewhere where it seems cool, it doesn't mean that they're learning anything, that they're developing.
Yeah.
So you instill your morals in your children. You become the when your child closes their eyes and they ask them to say, who do you want to be like? The first thing that should come out of your child's mouth is my mom or my dad.
Yeah. But I'm going to take it even further because I know a lot of socialites or influencers have said this before. I've heard it where they say, "Oh, but me, I am not a role model for anybody." Whether we like it or not, if you choose to be in the public eye, you are you have the default, whatever, you have that inbuilt role model kind of element. The kids will look at you and be inspired by you. But if you have love, or if you have respect for the people that are watching you, you are going to take it upon yourself as your responsibility to behave well. Like I can, like I'm not a big social media influencer or whatever, but I try by all means to be where someone is going to be inspired by me, not because of like doing outrageous things that are going to make me viral.
Mhm.
Because I know even on TikTok, I do have some following where some of them like I could even guess like maybe a quarter of them, maybe half of them are kids, because
Mhm.
some of them were in the same school as my kids and all that. So I try to be everything that they would look up and say, okay, she's respectable, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Not because I can't do some other videos, but like I consciously choose not to do other videos because I want, I don't want the children to look at me and say like, oh, Frida does that, and so we
Mhm.
can do that, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like I'm appealing to the social influencers. I know it's your life, it's you don't owe those kids anything. However, as a human being, you just have that responsibility as a human to those people that are watching you, because those people are the same ones that are making you or breaking you, if you don't mind, if you
For
don't.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's just that, for most people, the moral compass is gone. There is none. So it becomes very difficult to, yeah, just to even advise those people when people are just willing to do pretty much anything to
yeah.
make a dollar. And
Yeah.
sometimes just do anything for free.
Yeah. And so that's all I wanted to talk about today. This is the reason why I brought you here, and I I am very thankful that you made some time for me and we did this video. Like I really enjoyed the discussion, and this is hopefully it's going to help one or two people that are going to watch this video.
Hey, you got it. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thanks a lot.